that's okay. Okay. Now, I'm called Lynnie Pearl, and I got that name real honest because when I was 8 years old, I saw the real Lynnie Pearl. She had on her little green check dress, her little hat with the tags hanging off of it. I loved her. I didn't understand a word she was saying, but I loved people laughing at her. So all the way home and for weeks thereafter, I would tell my mama I wanted to grow up to be just like Lynnie Pearl. Well, I was 8, my real name is Lynnis, so she started calling me Lynnie Pearl when I was 8, and she called me Lynnie Pearl until she passed away at the age of 92 in 2007. So I got the name real honest. And as you can hear, I'm from East Tennessee. My mama always said that a person without laughter in their life was like a wagon with a broken wheel. You ain't gonna get very far. And then Elaine shared with me that her mama told her all her life that laughter sure was good for the soul. And I believe that laughter is medicine. Now, Bill, I really hate that about the Cardinals, but anyway, I hope I'll be okay for you. Now, I looked up Iron Mountain, Michigan, and I decided anybody that comes from Iron Mountain, Michigan's got to be tough, right? So then I was going to call Al and your brothers, you know, your sister Minnie. I was going to call them and say, you know, give me some dirt on Bill. Just tell me something about Bill. Well, I got to thinking about that, and I thought, well, you know, Bill might not want his children and his grandchildren to hear. So I decided whatever happened in Iron Mountain, Michigan, just stay in Iron Mountain, Michigan. I bet they could get up here and tell some really good things for you. Anyway, John and Sandy, where are you? There you are. Listen. He's been kidding you all. He is the best card player in Douglas County. He's just been giving you all a line, okay? He's really good at this. Now, what I wanted to talk to you about was age. We're here to celebrate Bill's birthday. 80 years old. That is wonderful. It is wonderful. Now, age is something that we can't do anything about. We laugh, we love, and we cope with each day that comes along. That's what everybody should do. Now, I try to laugh about my age. I roll out of bed in the mornings. That part's easy. But you know, Bill, getting up off the floor is hard. It really is. Of course, there's some things that I can change. And when I bend down to tie my shoe in the morning, I look around to see what else I can do just while I'm down here. You ought to try that, Bill. And you see, I'm in that snap dragon part of my life right now. That's where part of me's lost its snap and the other part's dragon. My husband told me that when we both retired that we had to move south. He said that was a lie. I told him my parts had been moving south for years. My secret to this beautiful figure is learning how to drop everything at the same time. But you know, here is something else I could change. All of my friends were always bragging about, they go to the health spa. Oh, I go to the health club. I don't like to get up early. Do you, Bill? What I did, you ought to try this. Your friends will admire you for this. What I did was, I renamed the John. I renamed the John Jim. And then I tell all my friends I get up and go to the gym first thing every morning. You ought to try that sometime. They'll be right with you. But I was invited to speak at a rally recently in Hiawassee. They sent me this really pretty brochure. They had a real neat swimming pool there. Well, man, I ain't had me a new swimming suit in over 40 years. But I took my husband with me because I knew he'd tell me the truth. I tried on all kinds, Bill, all colors. I tried on some that was barely there. It had little strings things that you tied everywhere on you to hold them up. But I got tired of that, so I went outside the dressing room door there, and I took out two that I liked the best. I took out a two-piece one and a one-piece one, and I said, honey, help me out here. Should I get this here two-piece, or should I get this here all in one? Well, he looked at them. He said, you know, I like them both. I like the colors on both of them. You better get the two-piece. You can't get it all in one. I knew he'd tell me the truth. That's why I took him with, you see. Well, after I tried on several bathing suits, you know, I looked in that mirror and I thought, my goodness, you know, maybe age is sneaking up on me. Maybe I don't need to buy me a bathing suit. I looked in that mirror and I said, I've still got most of it, but nobody wants to see it no more. I didn't know. Well, I'm like a fine old piece of furniture now. That's where my chest has done dropped down in my drawers. This morning I got out of bed and Bill, I was having chest pains. But I looked down and I was just stepping on my chest. But after I bought that bathing suit, we was walking down the mall. There was this beautiful blonde over there. You could tell she had had a chest job. The way she was walking and holding herself up. Every man in the mall was looking at that woman. I said, honey, maybe I ought to get me one of them there chest jobs. He said, oh, well, he took a really long look at that blonde and he looked back at me and he said, that would be like hanging a chandelier in a haunted house. Up on us and all, you know. But you know, Bill, aging's okay. One of the things that kind of bothers me is the hearing. But the hearing's not the first to go, is it? You see, most of my body parts at my age don't work no more. The ones that do work leak. Here to help me along. Well, anyway, while I'm talking about hearing, my Uncle Vern, he thought his hearing was going really bad. And come to find out it was just his hearing aids. So he went to the doctor and they fitted it on up with some new hearing aids. Cost him a lot of money. Well, they came one day in the mail while he's there by himself. His family didn't know that he received his new hearing aids, so he put them in. He hid the little box, and his family didn't know he got them. Well, Bill, you know what? He listened to his children, and he listened to his grandchildren, and he listened to everybody talking to him. He changed his will 5 times. He could finally hear what everybody was saying. I'm telling you. My preacher came by to see me the other day, and he said, you know, at my age, maybe I ought to start thinking about the hereafter. I told him why I think about the hereafter all the time. No matter if I'm in the attic, the basement, the bedroom, no matter where I am always asking myself, now what was I hereafter? I was way ahead of that preacher. While he was there, he ate up all the peanuts that I had there in the bowl beside the couch. He said, you know, Miss Lynnie, I'm so sorry I ate up all your peanuts. He said, I'll bring you another bag the next time I come to see you. I said, oh, preacher, that's all right. You see, my favorite candy in the whole wide world are peanut M&Ms. And you see, at my age and my teeth's been hurting me, I just gummed the candy off and spit the peanut out. Yeah. And then we can't leave out memory. on my mantle. When my friends come over and they see my dirty house, they look at those cards and say, oh, she's too sick to clean. But you know, Bill, aging is okay, ain't it? Aren't we having fun? We are. When I was 18, I got a tiny, tiny little red rosebud tattooed right here on my chest. And now at my age, it looks like a pink begonia and I can't hide it. But the other night when I was watching TV with my husband, he got up to go to the kitchen. I said, where are you going, honey? He said, to the kitchen. See, I don't cook either. The only reason I've got a kitchen is because it came with the house. But anyway, he said he's going to the kitchen, and I said, well, will you bring me back a bowl of ice cream? But remember what that doctor said. He said at my age now, and my husband's age, that we could just get a little notebook and a pen and just jot down little key words, and we could remember things more. You might try that, Bill. Carry your little notebook and a little pen. Well, I told my husband, you better write that down. He said, I can remember that. You want a bowl of ice cream. So he heads out, and I said, whoa, whoa, whoa. And I got me some strawberries at the grocery store. I sliced them up real pretty, put sugar on them. Would you put some of those on my ice cream? But you better write that down. That's 2 things. He said, I can remember that. You want a bowl of ice cream with strawberries on top. I said, yeah. Oh, I got me some Cool Whip in there thawing out. Would you put me some Cool Whip on top of them, my strawberries? But you better write it down. He said, I can remember that. You want a bowl of ice cream with strawberries and Cool Whip on top. 25 minutes later, the man came back in there to the TV. I got so mad at him I could spit. I was ready to leave. He handed me a plate of bacon and eggs. I told him he should have wrote it down. He's a lot worse than me. I looked at him and I said, you have just handed me a plate of bacon and eggs. Where is my toast? I'm telling you, sometimes we have to try to remember these things. Now, Bill, what I was going to say was, I love the story about Bill that's going on right here, right now. I love it. When Bill's first wife passed away, his children, I understand, encouraged him to go to the senior citizens place, you know, to be with people his age. He did. He went. Well, he met Elaine. And I think that we have a wonderful, beautiful group of people here from these 2 people meeting and getting married. And I want to thank you for that. If this had not happened, I would not have known Bill. And I think we're all blessed here in this room to know and love Bill as a father, as a brother, as a husband, and most of all as a friend. Now, Bill, she just told me I could just speak for 15 minutes. So, you know, anyway. So for your birthday, I've got you a really, really special gift. Now, I'm really from East Tennessee, and I was a hillbilly. But when I moved away to Atlanta to come to college, my daddy told me I had to tell everybody that I was an Appalachian American. I wasn't supposed to tell anybody that I was a hillbilly in Atlanta. But anyway, Bill, I got you this beautiful weather vane, this weather gauge. You hang it out on your front porch. Now, if it's white, it's snowing. If it's wet, it's raining. I got you a little list back here. If it's stiff and not moving, honey, it's frozen. If it's cracked and dry, it's real hot outside. And if it's gone, call the law. Somebody done stole your weather.